debate around Shedeur Sanders' near future intensifies as Browns' front office faces harsh criticism. The question remains unanswered as time runs out ahead of the 2026 NFL season, and on paper, the situation looks increasingly like a recipe for disaster. With everything in play, who will be QB1 for the Browns? Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders are all still battling for the role. In recent days, speculation pointed toward Kenny Pickett taking the starting job. Some reports suggest that Kevin Stefanski has already made up his mind, favoring the former Pittsburgh Steelers player and Super Bowl licks winner with the Philadelphia Eagles, even if he only took 4 snaps in the title game. But as with all things involving the Cleveland Browns, nothing is set in stone. Numerous reports surrounding the Browns' quarterback situation claim that Deion Sanders' son, Shedeur, may be the one sacrificed. According to these sources, the players getting the majority of reps are Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco, and Dylan Gabriel, leaving Shedeur as the least utilized. As implausible as it may seem, league insiders say the Browns are already eyeing the 2026 draft to further bolster the quarterback position. Seriously? Yes. Prospects already on their radar, according to those familiar with behind-the-scenes happenings, include Cade Klubnik, Noah Sellers, Garrett Nussmeier, and possibly even Arch Manning. Too many questions, not enough answers. If these reports hold true, why did the Browns bring in 4 quarterbacks to compete for the position in the first place? It's a move no one can fully understand. In response to the ongoing chaos, analyst Big Sakes called for a complete reset in Cleveland, starting with head coach Kevin Stefanski, followed by general manager Andrew Berry and the rest of the front office. Around this draft and this draft class, this front office has made a mockery of NFL football. If they are going in the direction that everybody thinks they are going, in the direction of looking for and looking forward to those first-round picks and taking QB in the first round of 2026 NFL draft, then Kevin Stefanski and the GM need to be fired because this is a wasted draft class, if that's the case. Given that they spent a 3rd-round pick on Dylan Gabriel, then used a 5th-rounder on Shedeur Sanders, and gave up even more draft capital to acquire Kenny Pickett, the decision-making process seems baffling. All of this for what? If the Browns are already preparing to draft another quarterback next year, it appears all the work and resources spent this year may go to waste. The league analysts argued the Browns should have prioritized improving their defense and waited until 2026 to draft a franchise quarterback, though in his view, they already have that player in Shedeur Sanders. This ongoing confusion continues to keep the team mired in mediocrity, a place they've occupied for years with no clear path forward. There is no evident strategy, only disarray. As summer workouts sizzle and preseason whispers rise into roars, the NFL landscape is once again ablaze with speculation. This time, the storm centers around Shedeur Sanders, the electrifying quarterback from Colorado, whose name has become synonymous with both prodigious talent and polarizing potential. With the NFL draft looming closer and the Cleveland Browns at the heart of this unfolding drama, fans, analysts, and front office insiders find themselves caught in a firestorm of expectation, criticism, and high-stakes projection. Once considered a potential top 5 pick in the upcoming draft, Shedeur's stock has fluctuated with each passing week. Despite putting up stellar numbers under the tutelage of his father, NFL Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, skeptics point to inconsistent offensive line play, a college system that favors quick reads, and questions around NFL-level adaptability as reasons to doubt his top-tier potential. Yet, for every doubter, there's a believer, and the Cleveland Browns have reportedly placed themselves firmly in the latter camp. That revelation sparked controversy and a significant backlash. The Browns, long burdened by their tortured history with quarterbacks, appear poised to make a bold move. With Deshaun Watson's situation growing more precarious due to injuries and inconsistencies, rumors have swirled that the front office is considering drafting Sanders as either a successor or a direct challenger. This, despite Watson's massive contract, has sent ripples through the fan base. Critics argue the Browns have once again failed to learn from their past, of Johnny Manziel's flame-out, of Baker Mayfield's roller coaster tenure, of countless misfires that never lived up to the promises of April. It's reckless, one AFC executive reportedly said. You don't blow up your franchise for another college experiment just because the last one didn't work. But the Sanders debate isn't just about football. Sanders' debate isn't just about football. It's about culture, brand, identity. Shedeur, more than any other quarterback in recent memory, represents a new age of athlete, social media savvy, image consciousness, unapologetically confident. He arrives with millions of followers, lucrative NIL deals, and a style that challenges traditional ideals of what an NFL quarterback should be. On and off the field, that has only added fuel to the fire. Reporters say that's exactly what Cleveland needs, an infusion of swagger, of hope, of modernity. He's a walking brand, yes, but he's also a leader who's grown up under one of the greatest to ever play the game, said former NFL quarterback and current analyst Robert Griffin III. The kid understands pressure. He's not just built for the spotlight, he is the spotlight. Inside Berea, Browns officials have tried to deflect attention, insisting they are evaluating all options for the future. But leaks continue to surface, scouts attending multiple Colorado practices, informal meetings during the combine, quiet chatter about a trade-up scenario that would position the Browns to snag Sanders early. And with each report, the criticism intensifies. Former Browns GM Michael Lombardi weighed in recently, calling the front office's rumored interest panic dressed as strategy. On fan forums and sports talk radio, the narrative echoes. Why commit more capital to a quarterback while locked into Watson's colossal contract? What happens if Shedeur sits for 2 years? Or worse, what if he doesn't live up to the hype? Yet, the calculus isn't entirely about dollars and draft picks. It's about vision. For a team long stuck in the middle, never quite rebuilding, never quite contending, Shedeur Sanders represents the ultimate swing. And in a league increasingly dominated by quarterbacks who bring more than just arm strength. Think Patrick Mahomes' magic, Lamar Jackson's dynamism, Joe Burrow's charisma. The Browns may feel this is the risk worth taking.